What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And right there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try, recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. So click the link. Now, with that being said, we're here today to review Piggy, a 2022 French-Spanish movie. It's kind of like a horror. But anyway, so it's like a thriller horror. Now, if you guys are very familiar with the Alter app, then you would know that there was a short let me tell you what the Alter app is. The Alter app is basically not even an app, but it's the Alter channel on YouTube. What they do is they make short horror films, right? All short horror films. And one of the films that was, or one of the shorts that was found and it was very well received by audiences was Piggy. Now, if you guys are also familiar with the movie The Stylist, that also was an Alter short. But this movie right here, Piggy, stole the show. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This movie is I have allergies. Sorry. This movie is directed by Carlotta Pereda. Um, it is starring Laura Galan, Richard Holmes, Carmen Manchi, Irene Ferrero, Camille Aguilar, Claudia Salas, and Pilar Castro. Now, let's be honest with you. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, this young girl who's very heavy set, she's being bullied by people in her town. She's been bullied by her classmates, everybody. She works at a butcher shop. They pick on her every damn chance she gets. A very strange person comes roaming through the city, and he turns out to be a killer. The man kidnaps or kills some of the people that were bullying her, and then now she is being questioned to the location of these girls, and that's all I'm going to leave you with at that moment. As if you guys have seen the actual short on the Alter app, they did change a few things. It's not nothing big, but they did change it. And one thing that I did notice that I felt like they changed a little bit was that although the killer is intimidating in size, I felt like on the Alter channel, he was just like a little bit more just like blank and non-caring. And this one, he comes off as very panicky and childlike in a way in some regards, but he doesn't come off as menacing as he does in that first installation on the channel. But that's just my opinion. But overall, like, I mean, seriously, the soundtrack was cool. They had some very random rock songs that Sarah, the chubby heavyset girl, was listening to. It gets you so upset when you're watching it because the bullying seems really authentic. It really seems like this is some shit that kids would do. It's kind of reminiscent to Carrie in a way. And by the end of the movie, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But it may or may not live up to that expectations. But I really did have a lot of fun with this movie. Like I said, the filming of it was really good. The main actress who played Sarah did a really good job. All the actors and actresses around her did a really good job. I really felt like they maybe could have added in just a little bit more blood and gore, which we see a little bit towards the end of the movie. But I mean, again, beggars can't be choosers. But I really did think that would have took this just a little bit over the top. I felt like this maybe would have added a little bit of more flavor into it. But honestly, I really did have a lot of fun with this movie. Like, you have no idea. It was playing at very limited theaters, so I had to go to an Alamo theater. If you guys aren't familiar with Alamo theaters, they start off in Texas. They're very like they're big into cinema. They're like they play indie movies, old movies. They have different cinema shows, et cetera, et cetera. They're really big about that. Um, I had to go to the Alamo Draft House in Los Angeles in order to watch this. This movie, I believe, will be able to stream and be watched on digital platforms around October 14th. So you guys will be able to see it. I was able to see it early at this Alamo Draft House. But again, I would recommend watching this movie. It was really fun. It was very enjoyable. I feel like I respect the ending, but I really felt like I wish the ending would have went the way that I imagined it. You know what I mean? I really wish it would have went the way that I pictured it. But I will say Sada's character does kind of get annoying at sometimes when she cries because whoever did the mixing for this made sure that you guys heard or you hear that she's upset and that she's crying. So there's that. But her mom does a freaking fantastic job in this movie. Sada's mom is very believable. I've seen her in other Spanish films. My wife's like, she looks very familiar. I know we've seen her before. I think she's in The Bar. And yes, she was actually in The Bar. Her mom comes off as freaking funny, but also really, really good character. Her little brother's freaking hilarious in this movie. The dad is really serious, but he does a good job. Literally everybody in this movie does a good job. Like I was afraid coming into this movie that it was gonna feel like maybe it's going to feel low budget. Maybe it was going to be like kind of a void left in it because there's no really big actors in it or actresses in it. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, damn, dude, like what about this shit is a miss? And honestly, this shit is a hit, man. I really liked it. Like it did really good. I it did a lot better than I thought. So look, I would recommend going to watch this movie whenever it comes to streaming. You should make sure that you watch it the legal way because they deserve money because this is a very good project. And honestly, for somebody to send like their indie movie into Alter and then that shit being a hit, and then all of a sudden you get the opportunity to actually put out a full length movie, it's a rare cause. So I would recommend and I would implore you guys to please go ahead and when you get a moment, just buy this movie, even if after you finish watch, even if you rent it, and you want to just try it out, that's fine. Just make sure that the actors and actresses and director team and everybody that's involved in this project, they get, they make some sort of money off of the viewing. All right, because again, this is a small company, it's like an indie film that got picked up by a studio, and like they just need it. Like I really feel like they need it and they deserve it because after watching this movie, it was done very well. It was really good. Like it was enjoyable from beginning to end, and it's funny at times, and it doesn't feel. I like movies that are funny, but they don't feel cringe funny, if you know what I mean. Like everything just seems legit. It seems authentic, and it's fun to watch. So I would implore you guys to watch Piggy. If you guys have an Alamo Draft House, you can go watch it early. If not, you can wait till the 14th, and you're going to be able to stream it on Vudu and every other streaming platform where you can purchase this movie. Please purchase it legally. Support local filmmakers, actors, actresses, indie people all the way because think about it, we're all independent, especially if y'all like myself. I'm independent out here grinding on YouTube. I don't have no machine behind me. So that's my review. Let me know if you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop it in the comment section down below. And you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you guys are having a magnificent day. Adios.